Okay, students, you have finished fraction. Then now we'll move on to decimals. Fraction. I think you have finished with your 100% conception. You children are doing fractions since your 2-3 years. You are doing all these things, so you are knowing it, and we have given revision also. And definitely, you might have improvised your knowledge what you had previously. So now we'll learn this way decimals also. Decimal. I said when I was taking the class for first class of fraction, I said you decimals are means fractions are categorized mainly into they are vulgar fraction and decimal fraction. Vulgar fraction, under vulgar fractions only all the fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction and mixed fraction comes. And another type of fraction was decimal fraction. Decimal fraction means what, that we'll talk now. I have said that time also, is fractions whose denominator is a special character, that is the power of 10. The denominator when is a power of 10, then it's called a decimal fraction. So we learn this particular type of fraction, which is called decimal fraction or decimals. You can, what do you understand by decimals? A number, a number who has got a denominator. Suppose if a number which has got a denominator as 10, power of 10, so it is 10 to the power 1. So this number can be very well written with the help of a dot. That particular dot is called decimals. When you put the dots, you will put the dot after the dot right side the digit. That means after the digit left side, digit left hand side. As many zeros are there, after that many number the dot will place. This is called decimal. Any number when the denominator is 10, power of 10, that can be written with the help of points are called decimal. As like suppose you have got suppose 127.05. See, you can write down, this is whole number part. This one you can write down as 107. Now this one can be written as 5 by 100. Why? Because the point after point the decimal digits are 2, therefore it is the power of 10 power 10 having 2 power 10 to the power 2. That is why. Could you understand? So this is what we are going to learn in detail, which is called decimals. First of all, what are the things we are going to learn in this lesson are what is called decimal. As I said to you, number when a fraction whose denominator is the power of 10, which can be written with the help of dot placed to the left hand side of the numerator. As many is the power of the 10, that many places to the left of the digits it will move, and there the dot will be put. That is called decimal. What do you understand by decimal notation? Decimal notation, number notation. When you are doing it, if you are expanding the number 253, how is to write 200 plus 50 plus 3, isn't it? But it's a decimal. See, it's a decimal number because it has got a whole number also, it has got a decimal part also, isn't it? So decimal parts are 0.625. So 0.6, how can you expand this? This 253 will be 200 plus 50 plus 3, this much. But this part, this will be 6 by 10. Next digit will be 2 by 100. And next digit will be 5 by 1000. See, this is very, very important, children, for decimal. You should know the decimal notation. First places after decimal, first place is called the 10th. Means after decimal, the right hand most digit is 10th. So here it is 6/10th. This place is called 10th. After the point, first place is 10th. This place is 100th. This place is thousands. Then again 10,000, lakhs, like this it goes on for decimals. Usually we write down till 3 decimal places, but it may be more also. So this is 6/10, 200, 5,000. Could you understand? 200. See the spelling. This part is called hundreds, HUNDREDS, but this part is called hundredth. hundreds, hundreds. So these all are the decimal notation. You have learnt it when you are doing the expansion of any number or decimals in your previous standard. So this is the decimal notation. Now we will be learning about the conversion of decimal. See, decimal can be converted into fraction and fraction can be converted into decimal. But all the fraction exactly cannot be a decimal. Could you understand? But all the decimal will be definitely a fraction. That we will see decimal. There are types also, terminating decimal and non-terminating decimal. I will discuss when the time comes. We will learn conversion of what? Fraction to decimal. Fraction to decimal, example will be better. 5 by 100. This is a fraction. Numerator, denominator, numerator, denominator. Some fraction can be exactly converted into decimals. Some fractions value will be exact value of a decimals. Just like the fractions whose denominator is power of 10, definitely it will be converted into decimals exactly. But some of the denominator will be exactly converted into decimals, else it will be a non-terminating decimal, that is called out. See 5 by 10, how will you convert to decimal? As many is the power of 10 up this digit, whatever the numerator is there, numerator digits left hand side you have to move as many number of zeros that many places. So here is one digit, one if you move up one place means here, but two digits, two zeros are there, power 2 is there in this case. So it will be 2 digits. So 1, and then if you don't have digit, then you have to put 0 to the left hand side of the number. So 0. So here it will be what? So here it will be, first you write down, it will be 5. Then one place for 5 is covering one place, so 1 0 will be over. This for second 0 you will have to put a 0 and put the point. So the value of 5 by 100 will be 0 point. And decimal usually you don't write down with whole number part. This whole number part has to be written with at least something will be there. If nothing is there, you have to put a 0. So 5 by 100 is equal to 0.05, but we write down 0.05. Okay. Before I begin, I would have said to you, let me tell you, decimal has got two parts. See, 5.82. Before point, the left hand digits. Before point, as much is the number, that is called whole number part or integral part. So 5 is the integral part or whole number part. But after point, as many digits are there, that means that much part is called decimal parts. Could you understand? So in this case also, I said decimal part will be this one 0.05. Could you understand? Now 3.8, how will you convert into decimal? See, this is a fraction. You have to make the denominator power of 10. If you multiply something with the denominator, and that one if you multiply with the numerator, then whatever new fractions come, definitely that will become power of 10 as denominator. So that can be converted easily. So how much you can multiply to this, so that it will become 8. If you multiply with 125, you will find 1000, which is power of 10, isn't it? So 125 you are multiplied with new denominator, so you have to multiply 125 with the numerator also. So it will become how much? This will become how much? 3 5s are 15, 1 carry over, 3 12s are 36 plus 1 37, 375 by here it will be 1000. Now easily you can convert this, as the way I said to you. It will be this one, if you do it decimals part, how will you do? See, as many zeros are there, 375, 1 2 3 0. So from the beginning number 1 2 3 digit already there, so point will be here only 375. Decimal whole number part nothing is there, that is why you have to put a 0.375. I hope you have understood it. When you do the exercise, you will be more thorough. You have done it also, that is why I will not give you much elaboration. Now listen children, decimal to fraction, how we do? Other one, converse operation. Decimal given to, how to convert into fraction. See, this can be very well done. This 2 by 5, 2.5. 2 whole number part is 2, and 5 after point only one digit. So 5 will carry the power 10 like. 10 will have only one power. Could you understand me? Otherwise, you can do, this one can be directly done. You write down the number 25 without the point and one decimal place. Therefore, this it can be. Could you understand me? This one, how will you do? See, this one, 0.8 will be 8 number, decimal point how many? 1. So, 10. 1 power of 10. Could you understand me? Now, conversion of unlike to like fraction, which is like decimal. You are thinking that for decimal, what is like and unlike? Like unlike is there here. Unlike, see, I have taken an example. 5.8, 17, 13.25, 0.008. Have you seen? I have taken 4 numbers, 4 decimals you can say. The 17 is also a decimal because any whole number, if you can put a point at right side, you can put any number of 0. And let me tell you, after decimal point to the right hand side, you can add any number of 0. That 0 is meaningless. Okay. So, 5.8, this here decimal point is 1. Here decimal point is not given, none. Here decimal point is 2. Here decimal point is 3. So, they are not having equal number of decimal digits. Therefore, those decimals are called unlike decimals, where the equal numbers of decimal digits are not there. So, these all are unlike decimal. You on converting to like decimals, what you need to do, highest, see which decimal number has got highest decimal digits. Here is the highest decimal digit, 3 digits in the decimal place. So what will you do? You can make, I said you can add any number of 0 to the right hand side of the decimal. So therefore here it was 5.8. You have to make 3 digits to the decimal part. So 1 digit is already there, 2 more 0 you can add it. The value is same. This 5.8 is equal to this. Okay. The 17 can be written as 17 point to the right hand side, then any number of 0 you can add. 3 decimal digit. Here 13.25 is there, so you can 0. And there already it is there. Now all the places are having 3 decimal digits. Therefore, they are like decimals. So you understood like decimals. For doing the addition and all, addition, subtraction and all, you are supposed to convert into like decimal. That is why I just taught this concept. I hope the general concept of decimal is very clear to you. Till I have given a short recap of your previous knowledge, you go through, you will understand better.